Hello everybody, and today we are playing Satisfactory. I have played this game way back when it was in early access, probably 0.5, 0.4, way back then. And I have not actually played it since its full release. It's actually at 1.1 now, and I am starting a brand new, fresh level. There's going to be a lot of relearning how to play this game. And I kind of just want to experience this game again. It's been so long since I last played it. And going through the tutorial and everything all over again. And I just want to like see what's new, see what they've changed, and try to re-experience the joy that I had in this game. I put in almost 150 hours during the early access. But quite frankly, I've already forgotten how this game operates. I know it's all about automation and trying to make a self-sufficient factory and trying to get products and items up to space. So I'm really curious to see how this goes, and I guess this will kind of just be like a follow along type of video, or follow along type of series potentially, where basically I'm just gonna be working from scratch. I'm gonna probably be doing a bunch of things wrong, and if you guys notice or have any tips, please mention down below in the comment section to help my playthrough of this, or my progress in this I should say, as I work my way up all the different ranks and all the different levels and all the different materials, because quite frankly I feel like I'm gonna get lost in this game. My voice just cracked, I think. It sounded like a crack. But yeah, so my starting off goal is to basically try to get a flat area, right? Just a flat area, good starting zone. And I want to make basically like an iron factory. I know iron and copper are like the first two minerals that you deal with. And so I'm just going to work through the tutorial, try to get through it as fast as possible. But I want to kind of focus on just doing an iron factory first that kind of creates all the different essentials, and then work our way from there, really. So this is just going to be a fresh start type of video. Just follow along, and like I said, if you notice anything that I'm doing, or if you have any guidance or tips, please feel free to comment down below, and I'll definitely read it and try to implement it in future videos or during my playthrough of this whole thing. Anyway, like I said, we're doing the tutorial, and that's a whale with legs. Let's see how much better this is compared to how I previously played it. Because like I said, I played it when it was like 0.4, 0.5. I got up to, I believe, oil, roughly, I think. And then while in dismantle mode, hold the left mouse button to dismantle. That gives me 10 iron ores. Alright, so yeah, we're on our way to find iron. Now, I remember there's like different levels of nodes when it came to the resources. There's like a pure node and impure mode, and then I think there's one below that. The pure nodes are like what you're really wanting to get like the most bang for your buck when it comes to resource gathering. Impure modes is basically the pure node, but like I think cut in half in terms of the rate. All I know is there's a lot of math in this game. I'm about to get like really lost, probably. This whale's just, I don't even know what that is. Oh, is that Saturn? Oh, and then you got flying sea rays or whatever they're, stingrays, whatever the heck they're called. It's a bunch of I know there's also enemies in this game, like bugs and all that. Anyway, I'm just blabbering on here. I gotta get moving. Alright, so let's scan. We gotta look for iron ore. I guess I'll go to the closest one, 170 meters. Hopefully it's a pure node and not a impure mode. Language, English, speak. Alright, so this is an impure mode. Node. Not mode. Node. Impure node of iron ore. So this is not the best one, but there's another one around here. This one over here is an impure node. So basically, if I recall, if you combine the resources of this one and this one, it basically is the equivalent of a pure node, right? If I recall. Okay, I'm getting 6 iron ores per every time I do this. Alright, got the chunks out, and then you can just keep mining out of it. But I can now build it. I mean, this is pretty flat right here. Right? I feel like this is pretty good. Alright, so let's press Q to build. We need to craft the hub. Now this is where everything like funnels and where also like your main base of operations is. Now, where do I want to build? Actually, I may have it down here. I like this area. This area seems pretty flat. We're just gonna put it right here. And we'll just work from here. That way I know like up this hill is iron and we'll just go from here. Alright, so now we gotta complete the hub upgrade 1, which is hub upgrade 1. How do I know where that is? Is that this? Oh, there's 4 phases. Hub upgrade 1. What do I need? So I need to make 10 iron rods at the crafting bench. Okay, so that's, you select it and then that's how you get the milestone. And so I have to make 10 iron rods. So that's like the very first essential thing that I need to craft. Now I have already a decent amount of iron ores. How many do I need in order to make 10 of those? If you go in here, I need to make iron ingots to make iron plates and iron rods. So if you go here, all right, it takes 3. So can I just auto craft this or does it just, okay, I just hold it. Now I remember back during the early access, if you hold down the left mouse button and then slide it over away from the screen, it keeps auto doing it. All right, so I think that was a trick, but I don't think it does it anymore. But like I said, this is a fresh run, so I have literally no idea what the heck's going on just yet. All right, so we need to make 10 of these, and it's 1 iron ingot per 1 rod, and it's probably the same for plates. No, it's 3 for a plate to make 2 iron plates. Like, there's gonna be so much math here. All right. All right, I got plenty of iron. All right. So we have completed hub upgrade 1, right? So I can just go ahead and put this in here. There we go. Sent, upgrade the hub. Hey, it's been improved. So now we got to work on hub upgrade 2, which I need a bunch more of these. Equipment workshop. So I got to make this. And then I can also make a crafting bench. But the equipment workshop, I think, is what is needed in order to craft some tools, right? To make it more efficient. So I just need 6 of the plates. Let me go ahead and make that, which I can make right now. I'll make 6. All right, cool. So now I should be able to craft equipment workshop, and then we're gonna place this right next to here. This is like our main base, right? So we're just gonna put this like right here. Cool. All right, now this is different. Okay, so this is where you can make a Xeno Zapper, which is what I currently have, so there's no need to make that. But then portable miners, that's right. So these are what you can place at the nodes, and they'll just automatically mine for you, so you don't have to keep going back there and doing everything. And these are pretty cheap. They don't take much. I just need more plates. So let's just make with all the iron that I have. I can't because I have no iron ore, so I have to go back up and actually... Wait, no. Or can I? No, I've already wasted it all. Oy. I want to make 2, right? So, because I have this 2 iron nodes. So I want to make 2 of these. Make sure I have enough. Alright, we'll make all of this. Alright. So, I can make 4, but I just want to make 2. Alright. And 2. Alright, we're good. We got 2. Alright, so let me head back up and then place these miners If I recall, you just go to here. If I go to tab, put these right here. And then I should just be able to place this right here, right? And it just operates. And then I have 2 of these, so I'll go up here and place this right here. Now this should auto gather iron for me, but it does it at the same rate as what I was doing before. So it takes a while, and I think it holds up to 100 or something like that, right? Like how fast is this going? It's producing 20 per minute. So basically in 5 minutes it'll be at, I remember you gotta like really pay attention to the rates of everything and then like doing all the conversions. I remember I was having a really hard time, especially later on. But like I said, that was really early on in early access. So they could have changed it to something maybe a lot easier to follow. I wonder if they added like a calculator in this game or something now. I don't know what that symbol is on the bottom left. I know there's health and all that, but there's like a new symbol that I don't recall on the bottom left. I don't know what that is. All right, so we just need to make a bunch of rods and a bunch of that. So I already have pretty much that, and then I have 6 of this. I'll just put those there for now. I probably should have just made these closer, honestly. I don't know why I decided to put it down the hill. I just thought it looked better. It's fine though. And just like that, we are done with hub upgrade 2 and ready to proceed. Let's go here and here. Send it. And just like that, we now have a little living area.
Upgrade 2,
that's kind of cool.
Completed.
It's all empty though. Now we have power. So the biomass burner, if I recall, is what provides energy or power to, like, I believe mines and such like and stuff like that. So we have the power of electricity, and then we have to like connect them to whatever it is that's making stuff, right? So, okay. This is where it starts to build a little bit. So we have production now. Smelters, right? So those are smelts ore into ingots. But it's not a miner. I need a miner, right? All right, well, we got to make sure we have this set up, the hub upgrade 3. What is hub upgrade 2? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? I got the portable miner. I thought I would have a regular miner. Right? Am I like hallucinating or something? Because I could have sworn you had a miner going into a smelter. Right? Oh, I now have copper ore that I can scan for. So this is copper. Copper is what's needed to make the copper wire. That is poison up there. I probably don't want to be out. All right, so this is a normal. Okay, so it goes impure, normal, and then pure. So if I recall how this goes, impure is like 0.75, normal is like 1, and then pure is like 1.25 or something, or is it like double? I don't remember what the rate, how the rates go, but I believe it's impure, normal, then pure. Let me just grab all this. I also have another portable miner, so I'm just gonna equip it and then put it here. Oh, I thought I did. Never mind, I don't. So this gives me 2. This is double than what I was getting with the iron. When I was doing iron, it was only giving me 1. Now this is giving me 2 because it's a normal node. So the way I want to go about this is try to make like an iron factory and then a copper factory. And then have like over here be like the construction factory of, and then build our way up. Because it's just easier to manage everything if you just build up. I think that's the play. I don't know how this is gonna go. This could be really bad. Also, I gotta make sure I don't make a lot of what is called spaghetti factories, where it's not really organized. But I have a feeling that's gonna happen. Like, if you start off organized, it'll probably be organized moving forward, but usually it ends up becoming a spaghetti factory. Okay. So I have this. What am I doing with this? Alright. We gotta make all the iron ingots. I wish there was like an auto way of doing this. There is, it's with the smelter. That's right. I feel like I'm gonna wait until I unlock the miner, because then I know you can connect the miner to the smelter right away. and it just becomes easier to manage. So this is just gonna be a little slow to start off, but it will probably be worth it in the long run. And then we need 20 of these copper wires, and then we should be good. I have 20. All right, cool. Now biomass can go inside this thing, and it just needs fuel, which I can just put grass here, right? And one leaf is, it goes through 80 leaves per minute. So this is not the best one. But if you put wood in here, it goes through 12 per minute. 5 seconds, 0.8 seconds. So it goes through 1 per 8 point, like basically 1 second. So that's like way too fast. But then the wood, it goes through, it takes 1 wood every 5 seconds. So wood is way more efficient than grass. But grass is everywhere. Makes sense. But I have this connected to nowhere. So that's fine. Let me go ahead and then just submit all of this so we can proceed on to... Until I gotta get the miner unlocked. That's the thing. Alright. Cool.
Hub upgrade.
Hey, we now got an interior character customization.
The constructor can produce simple parts and
Oh, we got some pretty cool little outfits here. Oh wow, you got a lot of little trinkets, primary color. You can change the whole thing of your characters. I like the colors. It's like an RGB helmet. This is really nice. Little workstation. We can sleep. Is there a sleep option that I can do to like make it not nighttime the whole time? You can interact with the toilet. Oh, you can just throw stuff in the toilet to get rid of it. Oh, I can now make concrete, which requires limestone, right? I believe. Yeah, which is next to the iron, so that's good. These are like your essentials. These 4 like iron things. I remember these being like the foundations of making everything, with screws, iron rods, iron plates, and copper is necessary for the wires and all that. I honestly am confused, because this thing does not it's like an input and output, right? But you can't craft the miner. Like you need a conveyor belt from the miner. Okay, so I feel like I just have to work my way up until I think I eventually unlock it. I'm just surprised that it's not available now. So I have to do all of this by hand. So I guess the way of just doing this for right now is just to make a bunch of portable miners and just place them into the areas that I need, and then just go back and grab everything, right? So that's probably what I'm just gonna do for now. So we need one at the limestone area and then one at the copper area, and then just go ham on crafting everything. I'm not gonna worry about the smelter because I feel like that's just not useful right now with what I'm planning on. I just felt like the miner should be like something that you can get right away before the smelter. I'm just confused about that. I don't remember it being like that. Anyway, that's enough of me just acting strange. Obviously, the smelter would be way faster than this, but I just don't like having just a random smelter somewhere. Once I get the miner created and then I can connect a conveyor belt into the smelter is what I would rather have than just having a random smelter just to make ingots faster. I just feel like the progress of going from smelter to miner should be flipped. Should be an upgraded miner to a smelter. Alright, now we're gonna be moving on to hub upgrade 5. Hopefully that has something that I could use. Maybe the miner? I don't know. That's I think we're ready to move on, right? So that should be everything 75, 20, and 10. Send it. Alright. Player upgraded. Okay, hub upgrade 5. Finally. The miner is at hub, like probably one of the most essential things is literally hub upgrade 5. It should have been like hub upgrade 3. Cause like when are you gonna be using a constructor at that point. I feel like that should be way earlier. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that I just did. Oh, this is cheap. It's real fast. All right. That's what I like to see. So now it's just the same thing that I just did. Go back, collect everything, make everything, and then I should be good. I can also craft some new buildings, obviously. I now have access to... I gotta sneeze. Alright. I now have access to the conveyor belts, and then... That's about it. Okay, so that's all that's unlocked here. Anything new in here? Hey! Oh! Productive Packer Deluxe. What is this? Oh, is this straight up Tetris? That's new. I don't remember that. Anything new in here? No? Alright. Cool. Let's go grab everything from my portable miners. Finally, almost out of the tutorial area. I think this is all just basic essentials. And then after you get to here, you're into phase 1 or phase 0. And it's basically you are on your own trying to do everything, right? So we need 75 iron rods, which just takes 75 iron ingots. All right, this is taking a while now. I may be regretting not making that smelter, but hey, I'm fine. All right, 100 wire, make all that. That will get me to the 50 cables, and then I already have plenty for the concrete. All right, so now we're on to upgrade 6. I now have 2 biomass burners, but I can now craft miners. Finally. So, let me make sure I have upgrade 6 selected. Ooh, biomass, right? That's what I need to convert the grass into, and it also makes a space elevator. So there's now no need for the portable miners, so what I'm probably going to do is try to make a mining thing on each one of those areas. And in order to do that, I am going to need a lot of wood, as well as just plenty of grass and a whole bunch of stuff. So in order to make the miner, you need a portable miner, and then you need concrete and plates. All right. Hey, look at that. That's so cool. All right, and then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna stop this. We're gonna grab this, pick up this miner. Then we're gonna make this one, pick this, select this. All right, the hub is this way, so we just gotta make sure it's facing the hub. All right, perfect. All right, and then there's this one way back here. I don't like how far back this copper node is, but it's the only one near me, really, so I just got to deal with it. And it only really deals with wire and cables so far, so we're fine. Pick this up. All right, and then put a miner here, but have it facing the hub, obviously. All right, cool. Now it's a matter of powering everything. I have to make cables from my biomass burners and all that. And also I got to start collecting wood for the meantime. I think you can also at some point make a chainsaw to clear off the trees and all that too, which gives you way more resources when doing all this. I remember having a chainsaw back when I first played. All right, so we're only making 3 smelters now, or no. Yeah, 3 smelters next to each one of these miners in order to just get all the ingots taken care of by itself. I need to make a pole first, so we're gonna do this. I don't know how far this can extend, but we're gonna put it up here. Okay. I may need to do another one. Maybe. I don't know how far. Can this reach to this? It can. It takes 3 though. Alright. We got 2 power going into here. I am gonna need way more cable. Alright, I need way more cable. So this should be able to connect to here. I gotta make another one. Alright, well, we need another one to be, like, sent out over to here, but I don't have enough freaking wire. Yeah, so each pole can have 4 connections. This is so bad wiring. It's not efficient at all. My plan is not working. There's so much being used here. Is it drilling? Oh, it is. It is work. All right. Oh, I gotta select this to be an iron thing, right? So I gotta configure this to be iron ingots. Thank you. Everything's now connected, but I feel like I'm using way too much power here. That's what I'm feeling. I think there's way too much power being used here. And the grass is not gonna last long. But now everything's being made. Like the miner's working, everything's now functioning. But I think I just need to get the biomass created. Like, how fast is this going through it? This is going pretty fast. So, consumption is 32 megawatts. Capacity is 40 megawatts. So, I'm barely under the capacity. What's needed for this? You need screws and iron. Okay. So, you need iron plates and screws. I'm going to make a constructor. But I may not have the power for it. God damn it. I'm already almost maxed out. So, that's actually a thing. Alright, I may not make a constructor then. Takes up 8, like, does it tell you how much wattage it takes to power it? 4. Oh, it takes 4. But I can only make 1. Or I can make 2. Right? I can make 2. Cost is 4 megawatt. I have 8. So I can make 2. May not be worth it yet. I may not. I may need to wait. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Because my goal is to make like its own separate little factory, and then those small factories go into the main factory, right? And the main factory is where you do all the constructions and everything, like all the combining and all that, because I know you have to do that. All right, so now I don't really need to be doing this for the ingots and the copper ingots because they're already being crafted on their own. So I don't need to really be focusing on that. I'll just be worrying about the standard parts. It's starting to come back to me on how this game kind of operates. Yeah, the fuse is blown. It's because I ran out of power at the base, right? I ran out of leaves and wood or something. Probably what happened. Yeah, the one thing ran out of leaves. That's why it's died. So now I'm operating at only 20 power capacity. It has no fuel. I have plenty of wood though, so you can take this and then just turn it back on. 5 more concrete. All right, we're done with upgrade 6. Finally taken care of. Set it on up. So now I have biomass burner or biomass material that I can make.
Landing platform hydraulics completed. Freighter landing initialized.
And I've finished the onboarding program. I'm basically done with the tutorial. Now I'm like basically on my own. All right, that thing will kill me, so I'm not gonna. Oh God, what the heck is shooting at me? What is that thing? What is this? Whoa. Die. Die. What the hell is that? What is this? A Mercer sphere?
Species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their
I just
mouth,
collected
and only
something.
turns
All right,
volatile
pick
when
up all this
exposed to
wood. Biomass is way more efficient. I'm gonna make all that. 200 of each. So the maximum I can hold. So this is at... Okay, this died. So I'm gonna basically put that there. I'm gonna take... Alright, that's died too. Okay, so we're gonna put this all into here. We're gonna craft what I can here. Okay, cool. Then biomass. So biomass, basically, what does it say if I do this? So it does 9 seconds to go through 1. So basically 6.67 per minute. So that's really efficient. So I'll put that there. Relax. I'm putting the other one in here as well. Okay. So everything is now operating. So I now have to build the space elevator is the next thing. But I can now do base building, which is really what I want to focus on. And then we can do conveyors and all that. Building efficiency stat, whatever that is, that's brand new. And then you get field research, which gives you the goddamn map and everything. Personal storage box and MAM. So I'm now on to tier 1 basically. But we now can do foundations. That's like the next thing I really want to focus on. And actually start making my factory. But we're done with the tutorial. And we are basically all set up kind of in gathering the raw stuff. And getting the essentials and things like that. But that is basically it. Don't be it for this one, guys. I want to thank you guys again for watching this. Like I said, this is gonna be like a follow along type of series if it does well. I basically me relearning how to play this game, and like I mentioned earlier, if you have any tips or tricks that you would like to provide me, please do so down in the comment section, because trust me, I will be reading any tips that are provided and ways to make my experience in this game either easier or better or more efficient. Still pretty early on, so I'm dealing with the raw materials. The next order of business that I have planned is I want to make an iron factory and then a copper factory that all make their designated essential standard parts. So, but they're all near each other, so like I don't have to go back and forth to like all these random nodes. I can just go to, oh, I need iron stuff, I just go to the iron factory. Oh, I need copper stuff, I just go to the copper factory. I feel like that's a good starting way of doing things. And then I'll make a construction factory, which will be closer to the main hub, because eventually you need to make the space elevator that sends everything up, and I feel like having the construction building near the space elevator is way more efficient. I don't know. That's my ideas so far. Plus, it'll be more organized that way, I feel like, because then you can kind of just build within the factory of everything and connect everything, and then you'll work your way through there. But first, we got to get the base building. So I think the next thing will primarily be focused to the iron side of everything. Try to make that factory, and then we'll work our way to the copper, and then so on. But yep, that is it for this one, guys. Thanks again for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.